Welcome everybody. So good morning for some of you, good afternoon for the others. Thank you for joining this meeting. So we will start with presenting ourselves.
Thank you. So hello everyone, my name is Bérangère Vacheron. I'm sales engineer for Lethiguel, and I'm here with Matthew.
So from my side, Matthew Courbe, key account manager from Lethiguel. So we are here today to present you one type of product, sorry. So we have two types of products. The first one is about immersion heaters, but we won't present you this one today. We will go ahead with jet cooling.
So today we are here to present you our jet cooling technology for the die casting industry.
So to present you this one, we will go through several topics. First of all, we will go to the topic of where is from the jet cooling. Why do you need jet cooling? And what are the advantages of jet cooling? After that, we will present you all the process of jet cooling. And to finish, we will present you all of our products, so all of our catalog.
So please, during the presentation, feel free to send all your questions through the chat. We will take a few minutes at the end of the presentation to reply to all your questions. So now, Matthew, if you want to start the presentation.
Yeah. So let's start with the main topic. What is jet cooling and where is it from? Jet cooling is a Japanese technology that has been invented by RST more than 15 years ago right now. Lethiguel was the first company to import it in Europe more than 10 years ago right now. For now, we are selling it all around the world with our own range of machines. So what is jet cooling? What's the purpose of jet cooling? Jet cooling is a solution to cool down and to handle hotspots inside the mold. It's complementary to thermoregulation. So with thermoregulation, you will be able to handle all the temperature of the mold, but not from very small hotspots like core pins, inserts, or very special shape of the mold. So with jet cooling, we will be able to cool down core pins until 4 millimeters. Just to show you one thermal picture of this, to explain it a little bit more, on this example, you have two hotspots, two core pins, so A and B. We can see the temperature is around 350, 360. With this one, you will have shrinkage and porosity issue, so you will have a high level of scrap rate. With jet cooling, on the picture below, you will be able to cool down the core pins. We can see a temperature about 80 degrees, and we can see that we are also cooling all the mold around by conduction. With jet cooling, you will be able to avoid shrinkage and porosity, so the scrap rate will decrease and you will have better quality of your piece. Right now we will go a little bit with Bérangère of how to do it.
Yeah, so to go a little bit closer to the jet cooler, here we have an example of a core pin. As you can see, the jet cooler is placed just inside the core pin. We can see the needle of the jet cooler right here, going at the bottom of the core pin to cool down all this area. So just to explain you how it works, we first inject water here in the jet cooler that will go through inside the core pin, thanks to the needle here inside, to cool down this area, and then the water will get back into the jet cooler and to go back into our equipment. So just to explain you the global functioning of the equipment, we will see a picture right here of the jet cooling, our jet cooling system. As you can see in the center of the picture, we can see the spot cool machine, which is connected to a manifold to the jet cooler placed inside the mold. So just before, we also offer a water softener to filtrate the water before going into the water tank of our equipment. Indeed, for us, the water quality is very important. We want to manage to control the conductivity of the water to avoid any jet coolers to get clogged. So this is why we offer the water softener to filtrate the water before entering into the equipment. In addition of this, we also have at the back of all our equipment a filter right here to filtrate the water between each cycle. Indeed, all equipments are equipped of are able to connect air and water. So the water will be sent directly here to the manifold before going to the jet cooler to cool down the coping. After this step, the water will get back to the manifold before going back into the water tank right here. Indeed, we offer actually a closed circuit equipment. So now, Matthew, if you want to go on.
So right now, as we have presented you our machine, I will present you a jet cooling cycle. A cycle that we will do for every cycle of your DCM, so every part you will produce. What we will do, in first, as Béranger explained you, we need to insert water in a very small needle to be able to cool down the core pin as close as possible to the aluminium. So we will need to insert high pressure water. So with our machine, you're able to provide 20 bars of water. The first phase will be this one. Most of the time, it will depend on your process, but we recommend to adapt this cooling time depending on the solidification time of your part. So when you have aluminium inside the mold, we will inject water all the time to be able to cool the core pins on the insert. The second phase is sending air. So we will purge the circuits and we will make all the fluorine tubes on the core pin empty of water for safety reasons. To finish, we are doing our specialty in Lethiguel that we created with our machine, what we call leak tests or core pin breakage. What we are doing basically is putting under pressure all the core pin, all the jet coolers, and we are checking if the pressure is going down. If the pressure is dropping down, we consider that there is a leakage or there is a core pin breakage somewhere, and we are stopping the machine, our jet cooling machine, we are stopping it and we are sending alarm to the DCM for safety reason. So after that, we will go ahead with two videos, two very simple videos. On the first one, you can see that we are heating a core pin with burners, and you will be able to see when the jet cooling will have effect. So in 1 second, the core pin is completely cooled. This is how jet cooling is working. It's the same inside the mold. When the aluminium is coming, the core pin is a hotspot. It's a problem for your water, your aluminium quality. So we will just send water at this time, and we will be able to cool it instantaneously. So right now we will see the second video. It's the same with a die open, but you can see the efficiency in a second on the core pin, which is going. So right now, Béranger.
Yeah, just to go on with our jet cooler offer, we wanted to share with you that all our jet coolers are customized to our customer requirements. Indeed, we place jet coolers inside core pin, but we also can place jet coolers inside inserts or inside core pins with a bigger diameter. As you can see on the screen, we can place easily several jet coolers inside core pins with a bigger diameter. Just to show you more a little bit, here we have some example of jet coolers we can offer with different lengths, as you can see. These are jet coolers KRM with a revolving head to facilitate the connection to the manifold. But for instance, we also offer jet coolers HSR where you can separate the head to facilitate the connection with the manifold. So now, Matthew.
Okay, so right now we will go ahead with benefits of jet cooling. We have presented you the process, we have presented you the purpose. Why do you need jet cooling and what are the benefits and the advantages? So the main one, as I told you, is quality of your parts. Of course, if you buy jet cooling, it's because you will have a problem. The problem will be one hotspot due to a core pin, due to an insert that you are not able to cool with thermoregulation. It will bring you porosity, shrinkage, you will have a lot of scrap rate. So with jet cooling, the main advantage is about quality. On your screen, you can see X-ray with and without jet cooling of different parts, and you can see that the porosity and the shrinkage has been taken out with the jet cooling. The second advantage is about lifetime of core pins. On the right part of your screen, you can see that the core pin without jet cooling the aluminum is sticking to the core pin, so the lifetime will be reduced and the core pin will be damaged. Because we are managing better the temperature of the core pin with jet cooling, you will be able to have a better lifetime. On the left part of the presentation, you can see a study case of core pins with the lifetime of it. And the last point, but not least, is about cycle time optimization. So with jet cooling, because you will be able to cool down your aluminum quicker and to have solidification time reduced, you will be able to have cycle time optimization. The second point is about spray time. Most of the time, when a customer has an issue with hotspot with a core pin, is managing it with putting more spray on it. It can be longer for the cycle. With jet cooling, you will not need this, so you can have a cycle time reduced. On the left part of the screen, you can see a study case that we have done in several customers with cycle time optimizations. So, Raina.
So yeah, just to sum up a little bit all the advantages and benefits Matthew presented, we wanted to remember you that the jet cooling system will mainly offer you the better metal quality, as we will remove the shrinkage and the porosity. You will be able to reduce the cycle time by reduce spray and solidification time during your production cycle. You will also be able to improve the lifetime of the core pin or the insert you use usually. Finally, you will also be able to reduce the scrap rate for your production, and above all, to have a better control of the cooling during your production. So to sum up a little bit, we can say that you will have a better quality, cost savings, and a higher productivity.
Okay, so after that, I think everybody wants to buy jet cooling, but just let's go ahead with a short video to present you what's happening inside the core pin. So as we told you, we are inserting jet cooling inside a core pin. The first phase will be about sending water. We need to absorb calories from the aluminum, from the die, and it will be the most important part to cool down the mold. So you will be able to see in the die the cooling effects of the core pin, of the jet cooling. The second one, we will send air to purge the circuits and to take out all the water from the pin. The last one will be the leak test. So we will put everything under pressure and see if the pressure is dropping down. If we have a drop, we consider that there is a leakage, so we stop the jet cooling and we send an alarm. If not, we are ready for next injection. So right now, I think we finished with all the presentation of the process of jet cooling. So we will go ahead with the presentation of our own machine to present you what we can propose you.
So as you can see, we offer 3 different types of jet cooling system: the Spot Cool Classic, the Spot Cool Evolution, and the Spot Cool Performance. So just to have a closer look to the Spot Cool Classic, here we have an example. Just not that this is our first equipment, it has now more than 10 years experience. As you can see, we can connect to the Spot Cool Classic 4 circuits. It will have a capacity of 30 liters per minute, and we will be able to connect up to 20 core pins. Then we also have, Matthew, if you want to go home.
So as Beranger presented you, the classic device is, let's say, our entrance product. So when the customer is starting with jet cooling, he needs a machine with more or less like 20 pins or less. So he's starting with classic device. After that, when the customer wants to go further on the process of jet cooling, he's going with our best seller, so Spot Cool Evolution. With this one, you have 2 or 3 main advantages. The first one, of course, is the capacity. You will be able to cool up to 32 core pins with flow rate of 48 liters per minute compared to 30 liters per minute for the classic. The second one is about the process. We push everything in a way to have more control on the process and on the maintenance. For example, you will have conductive emitter inside the tank to be able to know when the water is getting dirty and you need to clean the tank and to do the maintenance. After that, you will have control, you will have visual on the flow rate, and the pressure for each circuit. The last point, but not least, is about PLC and communication. In this machine, you will be able to have Siemens PLC, which will allow you to have Profinet communication. With this one, you will be able to communicate with the DCM and to have 2 points. You will be able to save all the data and to have traceability for quality issue. And the second one, you will be able to control the machine from the DCM. Last point about this machine compared to the classic device. With this one, we are able to provide you a machine with CE certification or with UL certification for USA. So Bérangère will present you right now the last machine of our range of products.
Yeah, so the spot cool performance. So due to the increasing demand on the jet cooling system, we developed our last prototype, the spot cool performance here, because some of our customers were asking us to be able to connect more and more jet coolers. So we developed the spot cool performance. As you can see, we can connect not 4 but 8 circuits on this device. It has a capacity of 100 liters per minute, and you will be able to connect up to 64 core pins to the spot cool performance. Basically, it will present the same advantages of the spot cool evolution Matthew just said before. And we can send you some quotation on demand for this last equipment.
Okay, so right now we have presented you the process of jet cooling. Why do you need jet cooling? We have presented you our machine. The question is how to do it. You have never used jet cooling. What do you need to do? Lethiguel is providing you a turnkey solution. So we don't just sell you the machine. We don't just sell you a product. We follow you all around the project from beginning to the end. So we have a full design department able to do for you thermal study. We can start from a 3D of a mold. So we can implement jet cooler, we can do thermal study, we can design the drawing of the core pins. So we are here to follow you all around the process. After that, when we are agree on the process and to help you for your parts, we are able to provide you, of course, the machines, the core pins, the jet coolers, the manifolds, and the last point will be about quality of water. As Bérangère explained you, we need to have very clean water. And because the water quality is not the same from India to USA to Mexico going through Europe, we are able to provide you water softeners to clean the water and to be sure that the water you will insert inside the jet coolers with very small diameter will be really clean. So I think we finished with this one.
Yeah, so we finished with the presentation. Thank you very much for your time. I don't know if you have any question about everything we just said about the jet cooling system. If you have some interrogation, you can send all your questions through the chat, and we will be pleased to reply you. So yeah, I see we have one question. So what is the maximum cooling dimension to use jet cooling?
So I think I will take care of this one. I think you mean about the maximum dimension of the core pins. As Bérangère has presented you, for standard core pins, such as we have here, you can use only one jet cooler, but if the dimension of the jet cooler is becoming bigger, we are able to implement several jet coolers. So there is no maximum, as said, to use jet cooling. With standard shape, you will be able to use thermoregulation. If it's really a big pin, we will implement several jet coolers in a way to manage the temperature the best we can.
Yeah, as we said, we will adapt completely our jet cooling system to your requirements. So we now have another question. So I will read it. So do you have technical support around the world? So yeah, I can take care of this one.
Sure, as you want.
So yes, we have a sales team. Well, here in France to answer to all your requests. We also have a sales team in Germany, in Japan. we will open a new facility in Mexico, and we are projecting to open new office also in the US and in China. And for the remaining parts of the world, we are working with agents all over the world to help you and to assist you to support all the customers all around the world. We used to travel a lot, but due to the COVID situation, we are trying to find solutions to be at the closest to our customer.
Perfect.
So we have another question. How can we control the flow in each of the jet coolers? Matthew?
Okay, I will take care of this one. So, as I told you before, with the evolution or the performance, you will be able to control the flow in each circuit. In each circuit, it means that you will be able to control the flow in each manifold. So you know more or less the flow, but you're not able to control in every jet cooler. A lot of customers has told us this point. That's why we developed our own product. So we have developed a standalone product, which we call FlowMaster, which is allowing you to control the flow rate in every jet cooler. So you will be able basically to have several alarms. So the idea is to put the kilometer zero when the pin is clean and when the jet cooler is perfect. So you have the normal flow. And after that, you are able to put several alarms. The first alarm will tell you, okay, the jet cooler is starting to be blocked. So you need to plan maintenance, but we still have flow. The second alarm will tell you, okay, the jet cooler is completely blocked. The jet cooling is not doing any effect. So you need to stop the DCM. This product is a standalone product, so you can use it with our jet cooling machines or with other machines for jet cooling. For this one, we have electrical or Profinet connection, so you can also connect it to the DCM to have traceability of your parts. If you have any issue with one part, you are able to take all the data and to say, okay, this jet cooler was blocked, that's why my part is not good. So to have more information about this, you have two options. The first one, you can send us a request and we will send you this by mail, every information. The second one is a meeting we have during Euroguss Mexico. So it's in 2 weeks from now, Tuesday 2, about preventive maintenance. So we will present this product. So I don't know if there is more question. Okay, but we're working on it.
Yeah, so just
a few seconds.
Yeah.
We have someone writing for us the question just to make it more clear.
Yeah. Okay, so what can you propose if I have a project mold with more than 64 core pins? So Matthew, if you...
Okay, so 64 core pins, as we told you, you can use for now the Support Cool Performance, which is on prototype, but we have more and more customer because of expansion of jet cooling, controlling more and more jet coolers. So right now we have some projects going through the world using 120 pins. How to do it? Unfortunately, right now we are not able to provide such a big machine because it's a lot, and you need to have the high pressure pump, you need to manage everything. So for this one, you can just send us a request and we can manage to answer you by several machines, for example. We have customers using 2 evolutions or 2 performance on 1 DCM. So with this, you will be able to connect it, and using Profinet, you will be able to manage everything from the DCM. So no change, it's completely transparent for you. So I don't know.
Okay, we have another question. Why are you performing leak tests?
Okay, so I will go with this one. Leak tests. Most of jet cooling machines, starting from some of our competitors, are only sending air and water. Water and air, sorry. So what is happening? It's if you have any core pin breakage, that can happen really often for several reasons. You can have the spray breaking one core pins. You can have core pin breakage during extraction of the piece. You can have leakage with fluorine tubes, with everything. If you have this and you don't have this leak test, jet cooling will just go ahead and you will continue to produce with jet cooling with defects. Due to leak tests, we are able to control it. So that's the main reason. We need it for process and we need it for safety reason. Because I don't know if you have seen some videos of water sent to aluminum inside a mold. Trust me, it's not good to see. So for safety reason, we need to do this. And for us, we consider it completely mandatory right now.
Yeah. Thank you, Matthew, for the answer. I don't know, maybe there is other question. I remember you can send a question in French, in Spanish, or in English. We will be pleased to answer to all your demands.
During this time, maybe I can present you one product that I presented you very quickly. So it's this product. As we told you, we presented you the water softener to clean the water, and we have developed this small conductive emitter to be able to control the conductivity of the water when you fill the tank. So with this one, you will be able to have a small, let's say a small light to know if the conductivity is good. The first light will tell you, okay, it's green, you have conductivity until 20 microsiemens, so you don't need to change anything. When the light is becoming red, you know that the conductivity is not good, so you need to change the resin of the filter. More or less, we speak about average of 6 months, 1 year, depending of how many pins do you cool. So that's it about water softener.
Yeah, Matthew, I see we have another question. So how are you handling power supply all around the world?
Okay, so as you know, we are, as I told you on the first part, we are supplier for all the world. We supply from Mexico to US, to Brazil, if we fly in the other part of the world, we have India, we have China, we have Japan. So we are supplying all the world. We are managing all the power voltage. We can have 480 for US and Mexico to 380 in Europe without any issue. We just need to know this one when we order the machine, of course. Next to that, for the PLC, we are managing more or less every languages that in every country we are selling. We have more than 10 languages in our machine, so we can manage it without issue.
Yeah, as we said earlier, it is very important to us to adapt our jet cooling offer to all of our customer requirements. So we will adapt the jet cooling, but also the equipment, the device to answer to all the need of the customer. So, well, I don't know if there's other question. Yeah, we've got another one. So, how are you controlling water quality and why? Well, as I said earlier, water quality is very, very important for us. We measured the conductivity of the water. As Matthew said, we have a conductivity meter inside the tank of our equipment. We also offer the water softener to filtrate the water before it will fill the equipment. So it is very important for us. Why are we doing this? Well, we want to avoid first to have any jet coolers to get clogged. It is very important for us because if a jet cooler is blocked, the jet cooling will not work properly. And we will also to control the quality of the water to avoid to damage some parts inside our equipment. So this part is very important for us.
So just to add something, we control the quality of the water at the entrance of the machine. After that, going through every cycle, every core pin, the water quality can be worse because of quality on bad parts that you can take inside the core pins. For that, Béranger presented you that we have a second filter, so a mechanical filter of 20 microsiemens, 20 micron. To clean the water, so every cycle the water is going through this filter to be able to be cleaned. So this one is just a mechanical filter that can be cleaned manually depending of your water quality and depending of how many pins and the quality of your core pins. This filter will block every particles inside water.
Okay, so I see we have another question. So what is the maximum cooling diameter for jet coolers? So
I think we have more or less the same question as before. About jet coolers, we are able to provide jet coolers of the needle. The bigger one is 2.3 millimeters. So this is the answer for jet cooling. After that, about your core pins, if you have a bigger core pins, we will put more jet coolers. That's not an issue. Just the smaller core pins we can cool is 4 millimeters.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we have more questions. Not right now. So let's wait 30 seconds if you have a last chance for you to give you a question, and if not, we will just finish this topic.
Oh yeah, we have another question. A good question. Who is my contact for Mexico?
Okay, so right now I will be your contact for Mexico. So I'm responsible for the Mexican markets. So if you have any request, you can send it to me. So you can contact us in the chat and we will provide you my contact. Next to that, just to let you know that we will open really soon Lethiguel, Mexico. So we are opening it for, let's say, this middle of year. It was supposed to be last year, but COVID happens, so we never know. But Lethiguel, Mexico will open really soon. So we will be able to support you on site, to support you from Mexican markets directly, not flying from France. So you will have really soon Mexican support.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Matthew. I don't think we have other questions. So thank you very much for your time during this presentation. Just to remember you, later today our CEO will present Lethiguel company and also our all our thermal solutions. Then on May the 11th we will present you our other type of product, the immersion heaters. And finally, on May the 18th, we will also present you the preventive maintenance for your equipment. So we will have divided in two parts. First part using a flow master system to control the flow rate of the jet cooling system, and also the watt mobile that you can use with our heater to during the maintenance of your furnace. Well, once again, thank you very much for your time. We were pleased to present you the jet cooling system. Do not hesitate to contact us during all the weeks for the Euroguss. We will be here in the platform in the talk. So,
thank you, everybody. Have a nice day, and I hope to talk to you this week or later.
Yeah,
bye-bye.
Thank you.